Beloved of Christ, thank you so very much for joining me right here on Faith Walk with Thandi. I'm super blessed, super excited to have you on the channel. Now, before I get into today's video, be kind enough to like and subscribe, and don't forget to leave a comment at the end of the video. Your comments mean the world to me. They help me grow. If you like the new scenery, also give me a thumbs up and let me know. So let's get into it, guys. Guys, we are grown. I mean, when you get to your 20s and you're trying to figure out life, I feel like we are at an age where we are grown, okay? You cannot spend the rest of your days blaming someone else for what they did to you, be it big or small, that has influenced your life the way it is. It comes a time in a person's life where they need to take responsibility for their own life. It comes to a point where I have no choice but to take my life into my own hands. There's only two people or two elements that can take responsibility for your life, and that's yourself and that's Christ, okay? Everyone else is a destiny shaper, but they're not the author of your life. A person cannot carry your life on their shoulders. I don't think my shoulders are broad enough to carry even my child's life to a point. Do you understand what I mean? Like, it comes to a point in your life where you need to stand up and take responsibility and stop blaming other people. Right, granted, there are people that have had really tough childhoods. I've had a really shaky childhood. I've had a really shaky beginning. There are people who've had traumatic things happen to them growing up. I've had one of those, traumatic things. But I cannot say for the rest of my life is the way it is because my baby daddy left me and now I'm a single parent. My life is a mess because my mom didn't talk to me growing up. My mom was too strict. I was too scared of her to talk about anything. My life is a mess because that person raped me at the age of 5. Rape, terrible childhoods, all of that, it makes sense. Yes, I feel sorry for you. I'm touched. Listen, I'm there with you. I sympathize with you. There's plenty empathy, but it comes to a point where you need to take responsibility for your own life. It gets to a point where you can't be blaming people for something that happened in 1994. I can't be going around living my life going back and saying, if my cousin didn't rape me that time, maybe I would be a millionaire by now. No, if I want to be a millionaire, it's up to Tandegile to make myself a millionaire. I need to go out there and hustle. There are people that come from such disadvantaged backgrounds but were able to claw themselves out of poverty and every day wake up and go out there and make sure that they do not go back to poverty. What excuse do you have? Blaming someone else because my mother didn't do this, now I cannot do this for the rest of your life. You can blame your mother until 18. After that, it's not about her. She cannot carry you and carry the decisions that you are making, the ill decisions that you're making in your life. Now, I must blame my mom because I couldn't talk to her. Now, I must blame her. Yeah, if I could speak to my mother, maybe I wouldn't be a single parent today. Maybe I wouldn't be struggling the way I am financially. Maybe I wouldn't be hustling the way I am. Maybe I'd be somewhere in New York. Yeah, granted, all of that is true. But what's stopping you today from making all of those things happen? What's stopping you? Is your mother in your way? Is that person that hurt you as a child in your way? You cannot say, guys, you look for excuses. You look for reasons why your life is not the way it's supposed to be. You look for excuses. And if you live a life of looking for excuses, trust me, I swear, you will find excuses. You will find a reason why your life is not the way it's supposed to be. You will find a person to blame. Look for a person to blame, and you will find a person to blame because you don't want to carry your own life, child. You don't want to carry your own life. You don't want to take responsibility for your own actions. Being an adult includes taking responsibility for your own action. Being an adult includes taking responsibility and taking a stand for your own life and making sure your life moves into the direction that you want it to move. Only you are responsible for your own life. You are grown. And as grown people, we take responsibility for our lives. We take responsibility for our action. We take responsibility for our words, the things that we say into our own lives. Guys, angeke uphile impilo yakho ublame your past. Angeke uphile, you can't expect to be successful when you're looking back, looking for a person to blame at why the situation is the way it is now. I can't be sitting here and thinking, oh my gosh, I want a project, I'm working so hard, I've been submitting these bids and I'm not getting any projects, but all of this because of that guy that made my job a living hell when I was still working at corporate, and the reason why I left, I cannot do that. That makes absolutely no sense, guys. You need to get to a point where you are in self-realization, to the point where you know where you want to take your life and where your life is going, and start making the moves to make your life go to that direction. Do you know what I mean? And this thing of instant gratification, thinking at 20-something everything needs to be in place or in order, that makes no sense to me. Everybody's story is different. And the reason why you're going through the things that you're going through is because you need to go through them. But you can't be blaming someone else. David didn't say, yeah, because of Jesse, I would have faced Goliath earlier. Maybe he wasn't ready to face Goliath earlier. And at the time when he was ready, God made it happen. You see, your life is in God's hands. And if you place it in God's hands and you have the faith, you've got no time to be looking for somebody to be blaming, my life. Because you know for a fact that there is absolutely nothing. No principality, no power, no Satan and his demons can ever stand in your way, can ever stand in the way of God's plan prospering in your life. See, if God is for you, nobody can be against you. If God has blessed you, no one can curse you. So you can't say, my mama cursed me, that's why I'm failing. Child, is not possible. Child of God, is not possible. Stop throwing yourself pity parties, sitting there for hours, loathing people that don't even know. You are busy there loathing and hating people that don't even know, that have moved on with their lives. And you're sitting there throwing yourself a pity party, being the stagnation in your own life. You yourself, you are your own dream killer. You are your own stagnation. Being your own stagnation, blaming people that don't even know that they're being blamed for something they didn't do. Listen, stop that. Trust Ugutu Unkulunkulu. Nothing can stand in the plans of God. And if you're in a place right now that you don't want to be, make the decision, make the moves that will get you out of that place. Do not look for somebody else to blame. Do not look for somebody else to carry that responsibility and that burden for you. You are grown. You are grown. The mere fact that you can click on this channel tells me that you are grown and you can take responsibility for your life. Stop these pity parties, guys. It's so annoying because you've got so much potential, so much power, so many goals and so many dreams that you can achieve and attain. But no, when you'd rather waste your time, spend your time thinking about a person to blame, looking for a person to blame, and looking for somebody who can take this thing away from you, take the burden of your everyday life away from you in terms of blame. Don't do that. Don't waste your years blaming people. We've all been through stuff. Everybody's been through stuff. And I'm not saying that all the things that you've been through is not bad. It's bad. Yeah, I sympathize. But everybody has a story. Everybody has been through something. But it's up to you to take responsibility of your life and change your life. No one else.